Hi everyone. I hope everyone can hear me. A very good evening to everyone present here. Can I get a quick confirmation if you guys can see me and hear me very clearly in the chat? Okay. Just waiting for a couple of more minutes. Meanwhile, I'll just share my screen so that we can get started. Okay. I hope my screen is now visible. And let me switch to the stream that we are on. I'll pause it here. Okay. I'm just looking in the chat. Yes. Amazing, great. Okay, so let me just quickly introduce myself. I'm Prasad, and I'm one of the co-founders here at Let's Upgrade, and I'm here to just welcome you all. And this is like one of the most demanded workshops that and the bootcamp that we got from you all. How to build AI agents using n8n, right? So the next 3 days, you guys are going to learn about building AI agents. Of course, the instructor is not me. We have a very expert person in this field who's going to come and teach you this stuff, but I'm just here to explain you for all the new people who might have come to this platform directly from the YouTube or someone, a friend sharing the link. I'm just going to take your next 5 minutes to basically make you understand how you can enroll yourself, mark your attendance, and get certified in this program. And then after 5 minutes, you're just going to start learning about building AI agents with that, right? So let's quickly get started. I'm just going to go through the description. You can see it just down below here, right? And you will have something called as this one link. You can directly use the short link, AI n8n doc, or I'm just going to copy paste this full link and just open it up here. Okay. I hope I'm not very quite sure. Let me see. Yeah. So this is the page where you will basically land on, and this will have everything that you want, and basically even the notes, which what is the thing that you're going to cover in the next 3 days. The important thing again in this is this particular link, the second link. The first link is basically a document link that you're seeing right now, and we also have a student ambassador program. You can just click and join it, be a part of our exclusive club of student ambassadors. We do a lot of hackathon games and everything a lot there, so you can check it out. Coming back, this is the enrollment and attendance link. Just click on this, and you should get logged in. I was previously logged in, so it just logged me in. If you are new to the platform, just enroll yourself and you should be good to go. Right now, if you come to this page, you will see a lot of things are blurred out. Right, the reason being you are not currently enrolled, so you have to just go and enroll yourself, and all of the content would become available to you. Let me just hide this. Yep, and now if you see, you have to just do a quick refresh since I just interrupted the window. Yep. Now if you see, my program progress is being tracked, and I have all the content available. So upcoming, since we have already started a day one, the day two is upcoming, and then you have all the 3 sessions down below. You can start learning right from here. And one important thing is you can mark attendance using this. So there's a scale of 1 to 10. If you absolutely love this session, give us a 10. But yes, if you give us anything below than 10, like a 9 or a 8 or a 7, if you go below 7, we'll really feel bad. Really feel bad. But yeah, if you give us anything below 10, just let us know what went wrong so that we can improvise on that and make sessions even better for you. Right. So to just mark your attendance, attend the session, and once your progress reaches 100 and the session gets over, you will be given one assignment in the same platform. Currently, since we have started, it is not available here, but you can actually get actually a assessment right here, which you have to pass, and then you'll get certified. I hope I am very clear. Two important things: join our communities to get updated of all the events that we do, all the workshops, all the boot camps, everything that we do. Check out this sidebar for all the exclusive events and exclusive things that we have for you, partnerships that are available for your benefit, where you can get swags and everything. And then we have the ambassador program right here, where you can bring your friends in and you get rewarded. So all the prizes are here, and the process is very simple. Just be part of the program and you'll get all the further information. Right, I hope it's very simple. Come to the platform, enroll, mark your attendance, get certified, and of course attend what is being taught. Right, so I'll just go back to the live stream page and stop. SQL bootcamp is going parallelly, I believe, right? So you can check that out later. So whatever is your favorite one, right? Stay right there right now. That bootcamp will always be there. You can go and check it out later as well. So you can do that later. But if you love making AI agents, stick to this one because we're going to learn some crazy new stuff here, right? So with that, and without any further ado, let me just call your instructor Gaurav Deep into the session. Hi Gaurav Deep, how are you?
I'm doing good, Prasad. How are you?
I am also good. Thank you for asking. Right. So, everyone, Gaurav Deep is going to be instructor for the next 3 days. I believe that you might have seen couple of times on our platform teaching everything about AI, and it is just like now you know, right, how crazy is about AI, and he's going to make you guys go crazy again with AI. So, a few rules from my end. Again, Gaurav Deep can change that. Rules are: do not spam the chat when he's teaching. Just focus and try to understand the concepts, the flows, and what things work how when he's teaching. And when he stops and asks you doubts, that would be the right time to spam the chat with actual good queries. Yep. Because they will not be able to focus on your chats if you are not, like, when he's teaching, right? So please ensure that you're not spamming chat unnecessarily. And yeah, that's all about it. And with that, I'll hand it over to you, Gaurav. All the best, students, and I'll see you at the end here.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much. All right, just a quick mic check with all of you. Good evening to all the excited audience here who are here to learn about agents, to learn not only about agents, but to learn it with a platform called n8n, learn about automations, how we can create interesting workflows, what they are, and all about this, right? The 3 days of bootcamp is majorly focusing over there. So before we start, let us check the energy in the live chat. Okay, yes, let us see. How long would this course be for a day? Okay, anyone please tell? Okay, all right. I think majority of you are having few thoughts about how long this project is or how are we planning to learn it, right? So let us quickly bring in my screen live. Okay, let me just start sharing my screen. Okay, on my screen, I'll show you the curriculum. Actually, this curriculum is also available in the all-in-one document, so you can refer it any point. Now, one more important part here would be that in many of the boot camps, sometimes I see that there's always a confusion between uh, people asking for Hindi versus English language, right? Let us stick to English as a global platform. This will be the only rule that I want from you, right? I will not mind you asking me any question around AI, around computer science, around anything related to our domain, but let us not waste unnecessary time in understanding if we can switch to Hindi or not. I think the audience is global, so we will keep it that way, right? Yes, excited to learn about agentic AI and all about it. Great, cool. So that's really interesting. Uh, Let us build a little bit idea that today is day one. The goal is to make sure that you have the capability to execute the installation of n8n both locally and online. Okay, my voice is a little low. Let me try to bring in my mic a little closer. Let me know if there is any improvement. Okay. All right. Is there any improvement now? Because I'll try to shift the mic as close as possible. And okay, yeah. Hi, Aniruddha. Yes, I see many people. I know them from few previous boot camps also. Okay. So really excited to see so many people, and it's really cool to see so many common people joining in and learning from us from these different technologies. Meanwhile, just waiting for the feedback. If there is any improvement in the voice, please let me know that the voice is clear now. Okay. So the idea is, let's continue the discussion over there. The idea is that we will discuss a little bit about what is automation today. We'll discuss what is AI automation. Along with that, we will cover the basics of what is AI and what is AI agents to begin with. Once we have discussed that, the idea would be to set up the n8n, right? So to set up n8n, we will do it both on the cloud and the local. That's the heart of today's curriculum. Whereas also to build a simple workflow, okay? If not a simple hello agent, but just to understand a simple workflow, right? Sir, please can you adjust the background? don't think so I can right now in the live session, okay? But maybe later on. So the idea here is let us proceed and think about the concept of agentic AI, right? Or what are AI agents, and even before that, start from the concept of automation. So how many of you can actually bring me some thoughts on what is automation? Let us see in the chat, if possible, people. What is automation? Anyone can answer that? I'll just wait for you all to respond, and let us see what kind of answers we get. Okay. Can people just give me a quick feedback on my voice? If the voice is not clear, maybe I'll have to do internet check. Let me check my speed once. Okay. All right. Yeah, the speed seems fine. 1520 Mbps should be okay. It's clear, word or not clear. Okay. Okay, this is little debatable then. Partly it's clear or not. Okay, let us wait. If the voice is still not clear, you guys can always bring it up back to me. Okay. All right, so we have some answers coming in. So Chetu mentions that without human interaction, work automatically done. Okay. When we're saying like to automate the working of something like Insta or WhatsApp, something around that, using technologies to perform tasks with little or no human intervention. Gaurav, okay. Radha is saying automation is used to perform trained repetitive tasks by AI, I guess. All right. These are really, really interesting thoughts. So Pawan is asking that, could you give the node link, please? So if Pawan, you have been following my sessions, there is much more than notes that I'll provide you. What I've changed in the process is now I'll be creating a Git repository. It will not only contain the notes, it will contain a lot more than that, maybe some exercise, some follow-up code that we did along with it, okay, with entire notes and reference documents and study material, right? So everything will be available to you in the repository itself. Don't worry, I'll give you A to Z what is needed to learn this project on your own and to learn everything post we are done with this session, okay? So rest assured, everyone. People who stay back till the day 3, you will be getting all the content from me, okay? Cool. Okay, so yes, Krushita is mentioning that to perform tasks with no human involvement is automation. Yes, that's kind of true. The idea here is fundamentally, if we talk about computers, we have hardware, software, and an algorithm. Okay, so now algorithm which can do tasks with minimal to no human intervention. That's basically what automation is supposed to be, right? So, for an example, it need not be smart, people. Automation is not smart. Automation is about an algorithm following a set of rules. That's automation. Now, automation has evolved over time to an era where now we have AI automation. Okay, so remember one thing, that intelligence comes from AI, artificial intelligence, right? Automation by default in itself is not intelligent, right? So we will keep this thought very clear with us, that automation is rule based, whereas AI automation is intelligence based. So definitely automation can do tasks which are repetitive. So I did read one of the comment where I think it was by Radha Madhav, that to do repetitive tasks. Okay, so that's partially correct. Repetitive tasks by algorithm is what automation is, and by AI we can do more complex and non-routine tasks. Okay, that's the idea and the difference between what is automation and what is AI automation. Okay. Vedant is saying my friend is into automation. He suggests me to learn AI automation as a side skill to make money and help business to make them automated. Well, your friend is not at all wrong in guiding you that you can learn AI automation and do some side hustle with it, right? Especially the reason why platforms like n8n are popular is because with using minimal or least to no code, people can automate tasks. And in India, especially, we have so much of potential in manufacturing and pharma and non-tech fields that they have so much of, you can say, legendary processes that are too old now, and they can easily be automated. And there's a complete scope of automation with these, you can say, these points around it, right? So that's the idea. Now, again, this is where automation gets more robust with concepts like n8n, is because n8n now supports AI along with something known as agents. So we'll talk about what are agents. We'll definitely go there. But agents give the capacity to make decisions, to learn, to adapt, and to handle more dynamic nature. Okay. In case my voice is still not audible, let me just quickly cross check and do. Uh, Okay, I've changed my microphone setting. Okay, and that's the idea. All right. Anyways, don't worry if the screen is little small for you. I'll try to zoom it. Don't worry, I'm not talking at the screen at this point. When I will do some, you can say, process on n8n, I will zoom my screen. Okay, that's cool. Yes, the voice is fine now, right? Yes, cool. I think this settings were not correct for the microphone. Fine. All right. Now, with this being said, since the voice is back, let us proceed ahead and now discuss a little bit about what is a large language model, right? So, large language model, we will not discuss much. We will just put it something like that. It is a concept of uh, natural language processing, right, where we can generate a human like text. Okay, I'll not bore you with this. You already know concepts like chat gpt hai, google gemini hai. There are open source models, right? And when you have these models, they are capable at doing tasks like summarization, text extraction, translations. Okay, many more prompt based tasks which they're really good at. In fact, code generation, document summarizations are few of the core heart of the topics where LLMs shine, right? So, what is the role of LLMs in this entire picture? So, now, broader level, LLM works like a brain in our entire flow. Okay, LLM are not in itself the only component when it comes to making something like end-to-end project. Okay, so an automation in simply cannot be a open source or a closed source LLM API. Okay, where you use a chat-based model, you ask a question, you get an answer. That's a chatbot to begin with, but that's not the only important thing to know in the automation. Okay, so that's cool. So how do you basically define AI, and then how do you define what is an LLM, and how do you define what is AI agent? Let's look into it a little bit. Okay, so the concept is that, so please speak through mic for more clarity. Attendance, okay, I think the chats are fine. The only point here is that intelligence is something that is there in the nature by itself. So through the era of big bang, the evolution has happened, and intelligence is a concept with not one single definition, but the thought is that if something can learn and adapt with the environment, okay, has the capacity to think, has the capacity to absorb information, abstract something out of it, and control and create decisions on top of it, it is supposed to be intelligent, right? And the pinnacle of intelligence would be human intelligence, right? So the concept here is that what is an artificial intelligence? So AI is yet another human derived concept and a proposition or a theory which suggests that if we can mimic what intelligence or what natural intelligence is supposed to do, if we can mimic it in a laboratory, or if we can mimic it using a computer, we can call it artificial intelligence, because it is not something that is created by nature. Now, in order to achieve something like this, we have to first of all go through the concept of deep learning, which is not our current agenda. I'm just laying down the picture for beginners, because the idea here is that we will do the marathon for people who are coming from the scratch background also, okay, with zero knowledge, and people who are already into the tech, people who are in the final year of graduation, people who are already developers and they want to learn n8n. Okay, so that will be the idea. So turn on the captions, it will be helpful to understand. Well, turning on the caption is not something that I have in my capacity. I think that's a YouTube feature. You can turn it at your end, or maybe that's not something that I can do with, right? That's good. Okay, so with that being said, the idea here is that once you understand the concept of deep learning, how we mimic neurons, you will slowly start adapting the concept of neural network, then start adapting the concept of large language model. I'll not discuss this part. I'll just lead it to you with a statement that large language model is a part of deep learning evolution. We have created a model, okay, a smart model, which can take input and produce output based on text, image, and it is trained on a lot of large, you can say enormous and humongous amount of data. Okay, say we are considering the at least 30-40%, 50% of the entire internet is consumed to train maybe a large language model, which is the reason why we call it large. Okay, that's the idea. Now, when we say large language model, this is what we are saying, okay? And all the examples like OpenAI, the Chat GPT, okay, the Google Gemini, or if you are aware of any open source models like Llama, Grok, or any other closed models I'm talking about, these are all large language model based concepts. Now, what are AI agents? Okay, so AI agents are supposed to mimic a person or a smart entity or a autonomous system. Okay, they're supposed to be an autonomous system which is designed to operate in a goal oriented manner. Okay, see, the most common confusions that people might have is that LLMs or Chat GPT and these are agents in itself. No, they are large language models, what I just talked about. Agent is something that we build. Okay, so there are many important libraries in the market, or you can say frameworks like LangChain, okay, LangGraph, okay, Crew AI, Open AI Agents SDK, and many more platforms like n8n and Make, and so much more of different companies which provide you with a toolkit, with a framework, with a library to make agents. Okay, okay, how an LLM is made, like, can you tell some overview? Okay, so well, an LLM is made in a concept where we discuss, I'll just explain in 5 minutes. Okay, no, don't worry, I'll completely cover this doubt. So natural language, whatever I'm speaking, say I'm speaking Hindi for now, I could speak Hindi, I could speak any language. These are the languages which are compatible with humans, us as humans. Okay, computer never understands it. Computer only understands binary ones and zeros. Okay, so if I have to explain computer ABCD also, I cannot teach it, and the reason for that being, we have to make computation really fast. We keep it simply to ones and zeros. So what happens here is that, suppose if I'm using free text like hi, hello, how are you, I have to encode everything hi, hello into zeros and ones. Okay, so each character, imagine taking an English dictionary. Okay, not just a dictionary but also a vocabulary set starting from ABCD, the numbers 1 2 3 4, with the basic grammar, okay, prepositions, and all the dictionary form, putting each and every keyword with a number. Say A, I will call it 1, B, I will call it 0, C, I will call it 1 0, D 0 1, and then keep on making different combinations like 0 0 1 0 0 1. Okay, all unique combinations, such that I create a hash map, such that I create a key and a value. Okay, for each key there is a 0 and 1 binary conversion for the computer to understand that. Okay, now I can say I have created an algorithm, I have created a solution in which I can convert my natural language like a text into computer readable language. Okay, in short. Now what we do further is, now we pass on large amount of text data converted into this vector form or the number forms, the binary forms, and throw it to the large language model with a concept where it can use vector space. Now, if you understand the concept of vector in mathematics, it is supposed to be something that carries value as well as direction. Okay, so like for an example, the distance and displacement are an example in physics. Okay, similarly, you can take any example and understand the concept of vector, where keywords like king, male, alpha, man, okay, these will be very together to each other because they are related to male categories only. Similarly, things like female, queen, girl, they will be much distant in the vector space because they are related somewhere else. And how these vectors are made? They are made using training material. Okay, we train the language. We start off with random distribution. Randomly, we just imagine taking a bucket full of keywords and overthrowing this bucket in a vector space. Okay, and then over iteration and iteration, computer tries to realize that okay, AI and agents are very much similar to each other because on whatever text I have read, they come together to each other. And this is how a large language model learns in simple. Okay. So yes, I hope for the people the doubt of can you explain LLMs in short a little bit or how they are trained is clear to you, right? Okay, how LLM is made is clear. Voice is completely audible. Can you help me use n8n free? Yes, we will be using it. Sir, can we earn by agents? Yes, you can. What are embeddings? If you could explain that too, I covered that. Embedding. Okay, all right, cool. Now we are back here. Okay, so now what are AI agents which we are discussing here? So again, AI agents are a goal-oriented, you can say, a concept in which we define what is the input, we give the you can say the framework, the chosen large language model. It is our choice. We can make it open source with open source models. We can use OpenAI. We could use Gemini. We could use anything over here. Okay, and along with it, we provide some tools to it. Okay, so for an example, if I create a tool to book tickets online, okay, say movie shows. If I'm planning to book a movie show, the end goal here is that the agent has to successfully book a ticket and give me the output via email, for an example. Okay, so this is an example of agent. So remember, students, that many of the time developers are really confused when it comes to designing an architecture of any solution, that should I use just a large language model here or should I use an agent? So the answer is very simple. Use large language model when you have to generate something such as an image or an answer, okay, or to take an input and generate out something out of it. Okay, but use agents when you have to achieve a goal, an end-to-end automation, for an example. Okay, so this is the clear difference. I hope you all have got the idea of what is large language model, what are agents, and what is automation to begin with, and finally what is AI automation. Okay, so anyone who has doubt in these concepts, AI agents, automation, AI automation, and the large language models, please let me know. If these 4 points are clear, we can proceed. Waiting for you in the chats for the answer. Now, Sarthak, let us begin, sir. Let us finally go there, okay? Let us go there and start with the n8n. So to install n8n, there are two different principles that you can use. The one is cloud-based, which is premium to begin with. Not exactly premium, it offers you a 14-day trial, then it becomes paid. Or local, which is available to you for free. Okay, so we will discuss both the concepts. Even in local, you can install it in two different ways. We will cover that too. Okay, sir, can we run the AI agents in applications? Yes, of course. Why not? All right, cool. So let us first of all search about n8n. Okay, if we Google, we will realize this is the website n8n.io. Simple domain, a simple endpoint, and this is what n8n is all about. Okay, so flexible AI workflow automations for technical teams. Now, if at all there was a doubt, like, sir, can we build automations without n8n also? Any alternatives? I would say yes. We can build automations from scratch. So then why do we need something like n8n, sir? If this was the doubt asked in chat, let me answer that again. The answer for that is n8n offers you a no-code, low-code platform with UI-based workflow integrations and quick and easy way to spin off some MVPs or little concept of POCs. Okay, that's where n8n actually shines, and it is really useful to fasten up your processes. So you can see there are different examples which they are showing you, and if anyone can draw this, they can make automations. Which is where, if someone was asking us that can I earn from n8n by using automation, I say yes, and trust me, if you learn it through a repetitive process, you practice it, things will become so easy that It's not difficult to build a flow like this. Okay, cool. All right, all right, all right. So the one way to use it is to by signing up online. Let us sign up quickly on this platform. So you will have to choose an n8n account name. Okay. For now, I'll say gauravdeep.n8n cloud. I might have already created an account just today with this email ID. Okay. So I'll go ahead and let me remember if I remember my password n8n. Luckily, I remembered it being a tough one also. Okay. So if you see on the top left, you will realize you have 14 days in your n8n trial. Now, for all the people who are planning to do this activity hands on with us, planning to do a live tutorial, I hope my speed is, I know it's not fast, but I hope my speed is not at least fast so that you are not able to follow it. Okay. I simply opened up a website. I simply clicked on sign in and I completed that process. Okay. You all can also complete that process. Just one flow which you will need is after putting in my domain name, it asks me to log in. It will ask you to complete a form. Okay. You will have to give your first name, your email ID, and then you will land here. Okay. All right. So, in fact, I think the very first thing that you will land on is create workflow. This is where you will land up. So for the people who will be using n8n online, this is the only setup you will ever need to do things. Okay, you're good to go over here. Now let us talk about, sir, are you using the cloud or local? Abhi, we are using both. We are going to explain you both ways in which you can do that. Okay. Now, the very first thing for local will be, let me just first, get some confirmation in the chat that yes, sir, we understood how to open n8n in cloud platform. I'll start up with the downloads. So is this clear? Can we safely assume that you all were able to set up the n8n on cloud? We will do some workflows today. Don't worry. We will do some exercises also. Yes, we understood. All right. Now to install n8n locally, there are two ways you can do it. First one is you can install n8n using Dockers. Okay. Now for people who do not know how Docker works, still don't worry. You do not have to do something about it. Okay. It's just two simple commands and n8n will be all yours locally. The other way around is for the people who are especially into Modern development, or you have Node with you, okay, or a Node package manager npm installed with you. Straightforward. You just have to do npm install n8n/g or the -g, and you are good to go with it. But I'll cover all of it for you, okay, irrespective of whichever platform you're on, Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, everything will work. So the very first thing what we will need is a tool known as Docker Desktop. Okay. If you go over here, Docker Desktop is something that I'm able to search in the Bing based on if you are on Google search or any other. Just find www.docker.com products Docker, and this is the link, Docker Desktop. Okay. You can see from my desktop website also. Let me copy this and put it in the other screen on the chat section. Okay. So you can use this link. Using this link, the idea is, sir, where can I give my attendance? All in one documents. You can follow that. You will be able to reach here. Now, over here, we will have to download Docker Desktop, which is where you will realize setup is for maybe a Debian file for Linux, a Windows, a Mac. If you're on older Mac, go for Intel chip. If you're on M1, M2, M3, go over here, or M4. Okay. Windows, simply download based on if you are on Intel platform, ARM, AMD. Okay. If you're on that platform, choose and go for it. Okay. Now, if I download my setup, the setup should actually start downloading. Okay. Yes. So if you see the setup has started, it's a pretty not a huge file, but 500 MB is something that might take a few minutes. Okay. Yes. What I will do is, Faizan, and for all of the people, I will keep things English if that works, okay? Because I'm getting a lot of requests to switch to Hindi. And all the English audience, you do not have to worry. Uh, Trust me, take my words for assurance that whatever I speak in Hindi will not be a unique statement, okay? I will have already covered it in English, okay? So stay assured for all the English people. The Hindi audience, the concept here is कि सबसे पहले आप Docker desktop install कर लो. Why are we installing Docker desktop? इसकी वजह है कि हमें n8n को locally run करके देखना है. And to run it locally, हमें Docker लगेगा to do it. Okay? Yes. Yes. No way I mean to say that obviously we are in 2025 और जितने भी students हैं they do understand English Faizan, I do get your point, but Hindi English is mix I will use, okay? Not judging anyone they know Hindi or English or not. Cool, okay? Just mixing it. So with that being said, the point here is कि हमने Docker install कर लिया है, but it is running the installation if you see 500 MB, and students just hurry up, just try to download Docker desktop if you do not have it, okay? Because we are running through this process. हम ये Docker को install करने के बाद ही n8n install कर पाएंगे, right? That's the agenda over here. So quickly open up your browsers, install Docker desktop, okay? Let us see who wins the race and gets up in the chat, because my internet is not very fast, but it is a very average 20 MB plan. Let us see. Okay, got one student. Okay, DIL writings was installed it. Ganesh asking for website. Simple है, Google कर लो. If you go to Google, just search Docker desktop. Okay, do not even worry about website. It's a very popular site. You will get it right over here. Docker desktop. Google कर लो. Installed Docker desktop. Okay, we have one. Okay, we have two people coming in. Even Ilan Kumaran has installed it. Amazing people. Okay, already done. Installing. Sarthak is on its way. Cool. See, this is the agenda of being live. If I have to just speak in front of a webcam, I have to just do some process without getting any feedback, it feels dead and mundane. It's not interesting. We have to be a single team. Apart from the screens, we both are together here. So make sure chat section never dies. All right. Now I'm getting many people who have installed it, and I envy all of you for a faster internet. So I've come to my hometown for some months now. I'll be doing work from home over here. Unfortunately, there are not good internet providers here. So I have to stick with something which doesn't cross 2-3 MB plan. Installed many of you. Okay. Ideally, I don't have to wait for installation because I already have Docker desktop in my installations. Okay, somewhere I have it. I am with you, Solo Journey. I get your point. Installed, cool, fair enough. Now, as soon as the installation finishes, okay, can we run it using Node.js? Oh, Saurabh, I will be covering Node.js for you. Don't worry. Just let us finish Docker. You are going to Node.js. All right. Meanwhile, let me check the schedule. Yes, we do have at least 30-35 minutes, at least with us before we end the session. So I'll be able to cover your Node.js very easily. Yeah. Pawan, are you using that company? What do you call that? Exitel. Are you using Exitel? Exitel's 200 Mbps plan, I have used it. It's really cool, provided that Exitel works in your area. For some areas where the solution is not really, like their service is not great, almost 2-3 days of a week, Exitel is not working for me. I've used it in Delhi NCR a lot. Madhav is using Exitel. I love actually the service where the service is good. Let us go for Docker setup installation. I have the file with me. Okay. Let me click on open. I think my laptop is miserably out of service. I by mistakenly installed a wrong setup file, but don't worry, I'll not waste time on installation. The process is very simple, people. When you just install the Docker, you have to click on next, next, next. Just a dummy click and install. No worries at all. Okay. Once you're done installing it, let me know if anyone was not able to install or you had any issues in following the setup. Okay, once you've installed it, this is what your Docker desktop will look like. It is opening up for me. Yes, there we are, the Docker desktop. Starting the Docker engine. This is important. We have to start the Docker already in your local system. Okay, just to ensure that Docker is running, what we will do is we will use Windows plus R. This is a shortcut key and CMD enter करेंगे. For people who do not want to do this keyboard shortcuts, just search for terminal. Okay, search for terminal on your Windows app and open it. Obviously, for the Ubuntu and Mac people, I'll assume you know how to open a terminal. Okay, and the idea is you'll have to do Docker PS, and Docker PS should not throw an error. For an example, if I close my Docker desktop and do Docker PS -a, okay, I should be able to see this history coming in. And as soon as I say, if I run through any of it, okay, never mind. Let's not run through the Docker concepts for now. The only thing is, yeah, the Docker desktop should be running, and you will be able to see things like I'm showing you. All the engines which are not working as white and working is green. Okay. Yes. Cool. Taking time to unpack files, fair enough. Download can take that time. No worries. Now let me. I'll pass you one comment. Okay. Wait. I'll ask the moderator. How do I pass you? Wait. I have one Google sheet which I was creating for you. Okay. So I'm creating notes for you people. I'm creating notes for you all, but these will take time. Okay. I'm just mentioning some important links over here. Let me mention. Did I mention Docker desktop? No, right? Let me add. Oh, okay. Request access. Achha, I will add Docker desktop over here, but for now I have to wait. I'll have to open the sheet with correct login. Okay. Let me modify this for you. Docker desktop. Where it is? This is the file, right? Copy, paste. Then I'll have to give you some commands. Okay. So wait, where I have created the notes. Yes. Do this step for Docker setup. Let me add bullet points. Ensure Docker desktop is successfully installed. Run this on terminal. Okay, and finally the last command, and let me share this document with all of you. Okay, I'll share this document with all of you. I'll say then run this space and where is the copy format? Paint formatter right over here. Fine. File share with others. Anyone with the link can view it. Share this file with all. The moderator will share this file with all of you. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if you can take the copy paste. Okay. Okay. So stay assured this file will be coming to you. Okay. Somewhere in the point it will come to you. Now that we have installed Docker, or you can just follow up with, I'll type this comment. I will type out this, you can say command lines for you. Okay. These lines right over here. So Windows run, a terminal is up. Okay. So what you'll have to do on the terminal is that you will have to first run Docker volume create this is name, okay, name of the volume. This is what we have to place over here. So it could be something like n8n data, okay. We just need to create a volume on our local drive. But the people, there is one alternate way that you can also follow. Let me open Docker desktop. Docker desktop के GUI से भी you can do it. Docker desktop अगर open कर लोगे, ये command नहीं run करोगे तो भी चलेगा, UI से ही सब हो जाएगा. Let us wait for Docker to run up. Let me try to access all-in-one documents. Okay. So don't worry, the file will be shared with you maybe at the end of the session or somewhere in between, but this is the command which you have to run, okay? Sir, I can't install Docker. फैजन क्या इशू आ रहा है एक बार समझाओ, उसको वर्क थ्रू करते हैं. क्या आपको एक इशू ऐसा आ रहा है कि अगर आप इसकी इंस्टॉलेशन पे ओपन दबा रहे हो, if you're clicking over here, it is showing you that incorrect file or the file cannot be installed. ऐसा कुछ आ रहा है तो बताओ. Let me see. इस पर डबल क्लिक करने पे is it throwing you some error like this app can't run on your PC? To find a version on your PC, please check the software publisher. कुछ ऐसा आ रहा है, then let me know. I'll help you with that. Also explain me, are you using Windows, Ubuntu, Mac? क्या use कर रहे हो? People run this command. Okay, where is my Docker desktop? Why it's not starting? Okay, I'll wait for it. क्योंकि Docker desktop की GUI पे भी जाके you can click on volume and get it done. Okay. Can you provide the commands in file? Yes, I have shared them. Actually, all-in-one document में upload होने थोड़ा time जाएगा. Let it come in your all-in-one document. I'll share it. Okay. Windows, Ayush, right? Yes. Okay. See, the point here is, I'll just explain it to this UI itself. देखो ये यहाँ पे लेफ्ट में देखो, you're able to see some options like container है, image है, volume है, right? Just need to click on volume, and as soon as you click on the volume, on the right side it will show you create a volume, and in that you can simply create this n8n data. Yes, you might need to install WSL if it's not working that way. Okay, WSL भी install करना बहुत बड़ी दिक्कत नहीं है. WSL on Windows 11. If you click it, install WSL यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. And installing it is very simple. WSS install command आप run कर दो. You can install everything you need in WSL with this single command. Okay, and if you are Linux distribution पे तो ऐसे कर लो. Okay, and this is the idea. Create volume n8n data entered. Is that correct? नहीं. Wait. वो volume के बाद create में I'll paste that command once again. I click copy, something like this. Okay. Create volume. Docker volume create है ऐसा, ठीक है? Docker volume create something like that. And n8n WSL install कर लो. Docker install कर लो. And then let me know if these things are working for you. Okay. Let me do once alt control delete task manager. Let me see Docker desktop, it is running somewhere. Let me end this task. End task. Okay. All right. Cool. Yes, Hostinger can also help you with that process. So here we go. This is the Docker desktop. And as soon as you click on volumes, यहाँ पे आप एक volume create कर सकते हो. Name of the volume, you can put it as n8n underscore data, and then simply click on create. You will realize that now you have a Docker. इसका आगे green button नहीं आ रहा होगा, of course, because it's not running at this point. Okay. Install Docker and WSL also. Great, perfect. Any student, any single student who is not able to perform this, please put it in the chat. The agenda is to help all and every one of you. Okay. We are not running a live bootcamp for a single student, but for anyone who is willing to learn from us. So make sure Docker install नहीं हो रहा है, WSL issue आ रहा है. I can guide you. See, someone came up and said कि WSL भी लग रहा है. So I just showed you how you can install WSL, right? And anyone having difficulty with that, please come up. Now, once you have done this installation, okay, let me give you one command. Okay, let me give you one command which will spin off your local, you can say, n8n. But the last command bachi hai. Okay, Docker installing showed an error. Now it's unpacking files. Okay, next what to do sir after installation once please say yes. उसके बाद ये कमांड रन करनी है डॉकर वॉल्यूम बनाने के बाद. ओके, बट ओनली आफ्टर यू क्रिएट अ डॉकर वॉल्यूम फर्स्ट. डॉकर वॉल्यूम पहले बना लेना, देन रन दिस कमांड. ओके, डॉकर वॉल्यूम क्रिएट n8n. You should be able to see this volume in your volumes. Okay, ये containers हैं, ये images हैं, and this is volumes. In volume you should be able to see n8n data. Okay, ये volume बन जाना चाहिए. If you do not want to run it through terminal, यहाँ से भी create कर सकते हो n8n data ऐसे लिख के. Okay, you can create this volume. Once you have made it, the idea is you'll have to create docker run. ये command लगाओगे. Okay, we'll execute it. Okay, dash dash rm dash dash name. ठीक है, ये command है. Of course, yes. Not able to install cause of version. Which version? What details? Can you explain? क्या कौन सा version का install नहीं हो रहा है? We'll have to say docker run this n8n. Okay, dash p. पोर्ट एक्सपोज करना पड़ेगा. कौन सा पोर्ट एक्सपोज करना है? तो 5678 पे बाय डिफॉल्ट लोकल होस्ट पे n8n चलता है. तो दिस इज द पोर्ट नंबर वी विल फॉलो. एंड द वॉल्यूम कौन सा है? तो रिमेंबर ये सेम नेम हो जिससे हमने बनाया है. इफ यू हैव यूज्ड अंडरस्कोर तो देयर शुड बी अंडरस्कोर ओवर हियर. डैश डैश, अगर जो भी कुछ नाम है, दैट शुड बी द नेम ऑफ द वॉल्यूम दैट वी आर यूजिंग. और यहाँ पे हम मैप करेंगे स्लैश होम स्लैश नोड स्लैश डॉट n8n. Okay, this is the mapping that we will do. And docker dot n8n dot io ये url है. Okay, n8n io space बनाएंगे अंदर n8n. So this is the command. Okay, and WSL needs updating. Cool, do not worry, you can just follow with this tutorial for now. Okay, and fix everything. क्योंकि बिफोर स्टार्टिंग डे 2 द ओनली एजेंडा ऑफ डे 1 इज कि सबका n8n चल जाए. ठीक है, एंड इफ दिस नॉट वर्क्स, हम अभी इसके बाद npm से इंस्टॉल करके देखेंगे. मे बी दैट वर्क्स, फेयर इनफ. वो नहीं चला, ऑनलाइन ट्राई कर लेना. ओके, यस, cool. Yes, so with that being said, ये कमांड है. ओके, आई हैव गिवन द कमांड टू ऑल ऑफ यू इन द चैट्स. ओके, macOS requires 13 or over version. Yes, unfortunately true. As soon as you hit this command, अभी मैं command run करके दिखा रहा हूँ. I'm running this command. You will realize that n8n मेरा देखो green हो गया, in use आ गया है. Okay, and initially it will install from this website. ये website पे install करेगा. And if you see on localhost, I am able to run n8n. Now, for the very first time when you install n8n, this is really important for all and everyone who are right now busy scratching your heads with installation. 2 मिनट के लिए रुक जाओ, ये प्रोसेस देख लो. Now I am proceeding ahead, people. ठीक है, I am assuming one fact कि हमारा Docker desktop install हो गया है. I am assuming the fact कि हमने volume create करके ये command run कर ली है. If you are stuck with these 3 steps, रुक जाओ. Okay, because this video is getting recorded, I will be sharing you these commands after the lecture. Do not worry. So that's there. आगे का process देख लो. As soon as you hit this command, terminal पे you will get this. Okay, that editor is now accessible at this local host. Once you click on it, you will land up over here, which is the very first time you have to do setup. Let me say that my name is say GURAB Gaurav. अच्छा, asking for email है ना? तो ठीक है, email कोई और यूज करके देख लेता हूँ. RNBIR. Okay, let me use this email. Okay, let the first name be Gauravdeep, last name would be my surname. The password would be anything which I'm comfortable with. Okay, don't click this वरना anytime हम spam करता रहेगा email पे. Let us click next. Customize n8n for you. This is one time form filling. I'm telling you. What describes you? Software as a service करता हूँ. I'm into IT. What type of role are you looking to automate? Nothing, monitoring and alert. something like that. Okay, कुछ भी भर दो randomly. Who will your automations mainly be for? Myself. How big is your company? Less than 20. How did you hear about us? Friend, word of mouth. Get started. Get paid features for free forever. Send me a free license key. Send me a free license key. Your license key is on the way. Check your email and head over to usage and plans. Okay. So first of all, मुझे मेरी activation key enter करनी होगी. Let me go to my Gmail to get that. Okay. I hope the process was simple. ठीक है. There is no rocket science involved. There is no complexity involved. Very simple questions हैं. Answer कर दो. You will be good to go. Anyone? Okay. So I had installed n8n locally before. So do I have to do this again with Docker? No, not at all. अगर locally if you're able to run it, installation हो गई है. No, you don't need to do it. All right. Okay. Well, we'll cancel it for now. I've not received the activation key at this point, but that's fine. You can go back to the n8n. This is cloud platform. Wait, where did it hit? The local run kahan pe hua? Local host n8n. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. ये मेरा local flow है, okay, and this is how the n8n is supposed to work. Can you please share the command in chat here? ठीक है, एक बार आपस I'll share it, but do not worry, I'll give you the complete documentation also. The very first command was to create a volume. Copy, paste. The second one was to run it. Paste to Docker, run it, and it will run. Okay. Now let us look at the other way to install. That is using the npm package manager. है ना? So what we'll have to do is install npm करते हैं, ठीक है? So you will realize that again people don't worry about link दे दो, website दे दो, Google कर लो फटाफट, बस एक ही चीज Google करनी है, install npm. जैसे ही Google कर लोगे, Node.js की वेबसाइट आ जाएगी, just click on download, okay? Download Node.js के साथ ही npm install हो जाएगा. So what are you planning to install? So n8n के साथ versions I think 18 से लेके anything up is working. 24 करंट वर्जन चल रहा है, 22 इज आल्सो फाइन, ठीक है? इंस्टॉल कर ही रहे हो तो कुछ ऐसा इंस्टॉल कर लो फॉर विंडोज यूजिंग, यू कैन से अभी के लिए डॉकर के साथ करना चाह रहे हो, विद npm करना चाह रहे हो, ओके? देन दिस इज द आइडिया, और यू कैन सिंपली यूज अ विंडोज इंस्टॉलर राइट ओवर हियर or get a pre-built Node.js for Windows by running it in this architecture. This is the place where you will have to do Windows installer. Now, once you click on this Node.js installation, this is fairly small, 30 MB, फट से हो जाएगा. Okay, let us know if you are following this well. Okay, Node, as soon as you install it, welcome to Node.js setup. Open the executable. Next कर लो, accept permission. कहाँ इंस्टॉल करना चाह रहे हो? I already have it installed, इसलिए अगर मैं next करके इसको इंस्टॉल दबा दूं, it will just reinstall, okay? And I'll not proceed there, okay? I'll just hold it here. You can just complete this setup. Are you sure you want to exit? Yes. Okay, so this is where you can download Node.js from the official website, okay? This is how you will install it. Now, once you have it, what you'll have to do is you'll have to run a terminal, okay? And you'll have to say npm -- version, okay? This should work for you. npm ka version should be able to run. If it is working, you have installed Node.js correctly. And now what you'll have to do is Windows, Mac, you'll have to add sudo. Windows पे sudo नहीं लगाना पड़ेगा. npm install, I think मनीष ने कमांड ऑलरेडी दी है, बट थोड़ी सी उल्टी हो गई है. n8n के बाद -d लगाना, which should work, okay? Which should work alternatively also. So this is, can anyone please paste the commands here? Yellow command, paste. दिव्या कौन सी कमांड चाहिए मेरे को एक बार वापस पूछ लेना. कैन यू प्लीज शेयर द कमांड्स हियर इन द चैट. आई थिंक आई गेव द कमांड्स. एक बार वापस दे देता हूँ. फॉर डॉकर वाली कमांड देख लो. सबसे पहले ये चलानी है, ये एक ही कमांड है. एंड उसके बाद दिस इज द कमांड टू रन. ठीक है. एंड यही दो कमांड्स हैं. शेयर्ड इन द चैट. And if you are planning to run through the npm, then first npm install कर लो. Once you've installed it, यही simple command है, npm install n8n-g, and as soon as I hit it, ये यहाँ पर installation start करेगा. Let it take some time because अब मेरे पास दो इंस्टॉलेशन हो जाएंगी n8n की locally. One is using Docker and one it is using this Node.js. So let us see in the comment how many of you, we have so many people around here, how many of you are planning to use n8n locally, and how many of you will be following the tutorial online. Online simple है ना, but 14 days का tutorial मिलेगा, कोई बात नहीं. You can have 4 different email IDs, so you can extend it for 2 months का free tutorial. सीखना ही है अगर तो ओके. बट अगर ऑनलाइन नहीं करना चाह रहे, लोकली करना चाह रहे हो, बिकॉज लोकली यू कैन टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ सम लोकल मॉडल्स. जैसे ओलामा भी वी कैन ट्राई टू रन है ना. वी कैन यूज सम डिफरेंट मॉडल्स लोकली, वो भी कर सकते हैं. सो लेट अस सी व्हाट इज योर वे टू डू इट. एंड अगर आप इफ यू आर प्लानिंग टू डू इट लोकली, देन हाउ विल यू डू इट? विल यू बी यूजिंग डॉकर्स और यू विल बी यूजिंग द Node.js? Okay, let me know how will you use it. Local कैसे करोगे? Okay, so n8n locally, cool. Via Docker or via Node.js? संतोष online use करेंगे. We have many Node.js people. So अभी तो वोटिंग 5 out of 1 चली गई है. 6 out of 1, 7. Oh, होस्टिंगर, cool. ठीक है. I have installed n8n. How can I switch it to local? You have installed n8n, which means you have installed it locally. It should work on your localhost by default. So the idea here is that how many of you have APIs like OpenAI की key है किसी के पास? Because wherever any cloud LLM is needed, I'll stick to Gemini. I'll help students also understand how they can create Gemini API keys. ठीक है? I'll go there. In today's session only, I'll explain you that. Great thanks to Google for keeping Gemini free. Many of the tutorials and many of the learning lessons become really easy by not spending a penny on it. Okay. ठीक है. OpenAI key very rare. I actually doubt that any one of you will have it. In fact, मैं personally OpenAI key अपने personal पैसों से नहीं use करता. I always use OpenAI key from my clients. Yes sir, I have a GPT key. Cool. मेरा एक friend के पास है. Even he's a developer, but personally भी use करते हैं. So that's fine. And it's not that costly if you are learning things. But as a student, मैं recommend कभी नहीं करूँगा. I'll never say that spend a single rupee to learn something. But OpenAI key is cool because 2,500-4,000 लगा के 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 लगा के you can get something like that. Yes, Gemini is great for learning. Excellent. Yeah. So once you know the npm install finishes, you just simply need to say n8n start and it should hit up. The next command is that. Yes. I'm unable to install Docker desktop. Got some, what exactly is the trouble? Installation file install nahi ho rahi hai. What error is it? Let us think about it. You can describe your issue a bit more. Nice. How many of you are already into development? How many of you are students of computer science? How many of you are freelancers or Are you already working? Let me know a little bit about you. Let's introduce each other in the background. Come on, people, while the NPM is installing, a good time to know each other, right? See, I have around 5 years of experience into IT. I started off with Python intern, जहाँ पे मुझे डिक्शनरी भी बनानी नहीं आती थी. मुझे लिस्ट और डिक्शनरी का यू कैन से दी कर्ली ब्रेसेस एंड लिस्ट, मैं इस लेवल से स्टार्ट किया था मैंने, बिकॉज आई एम नॉन टेक पर्सन. आई एम फ्रॉम मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग. पैसे नहीं मिल रहे थे इसलिए आईटी में आ गया, एंड आईटी में अच्छे पैसे मिल रहे हैं, बट ठीक है, in return I have to expense a lot on my health. Like even after finishing IT at 6 p.m. अभी भी बैठा हूँ on the chair till 8 p.m. taking a lecture. But cool, पैसे मिल रहे हैं. So happy with that. But yes, I love MLAI. That's my interest. Gotham, if it is showing app can't run on your PC, that's a very simple issue. What has happened, I will tell you. कहाँ गया अभी? इतने सारे ब्राउजर ओपन हो गए हैं. Wait. See, when we go to Docker desktop, है ना? When we click on download Docker desktop for Windows, यहाँ पर देख रहे हो 2 वर्जन हैं, AMD और ARM64. आपने कोई तो एक गलत सेटअप इंस्टॉल कर लिया है. मान लो AMD इंस्टॉल किया था और उस पे एरर आ रहा है, तो ARM आप पे चल जाएगा. जस्ट इंस्टॉल दी अदर सेटअप, इसको डिलीट कर दो. पहले कंफर्म कर लो कौन सा सेटअप इंस्टॉल किया था एंड व्हाट्स द नेम ऑफ इट. AMD है, ARM है, उसका अपोजिट डाउनलोड कर लो, योर प्रॉब्लम विल बी सॉल्व्ड. I'm an AI developer from Tycoon Solutions, Chennai. Wow, that's interesting. Gemini की से अच्छा चलेगा कि ओपन की से? अब चलेगा तो किसी से भी, क्योंकि हम कौन सा कोई सोल्यूशन बना रहे हैं, राइट? वी आर जस्ट लर्निंग. तो Gemini तो रॉक कर देगा, नो वरीज. काफी अच्छा सिस्टम है Gemini. CSS third year student, graphic designer. Wow, we have a graphic designer. Interesting. Pursuing AI ML, excellent. I also did my post-graduation machine learning AI के अंदर, because that's how I landed up a job. Mechanical को कोई जल्दी से job देता नहीं. Hello, Vikas Kumar. All right. Working as SD1, cool. Cyber security, बढ़िया. Cyber security is really interesting. I have very less experience, in fact, like very less knowledge in cyber security also, because I found it really tough. Hats off to you. अच्छा field है, good opportunity, good future. All the best to you. I'm currently BTech, learning AI ML, front-end developer, cool, front-end freelancing, digital marketing. Interesting, really. We have a mix of audience, and many of us are here, you can see, because of this n8n. ये n8n एक ऐसी चीज है ना, ऐसा जादू n8n का. It binds so many people together that, and it is true even for digital marketing people, for graphic designers, for UI front techs, जितने भी आप फ्रीलांसिंग मान लो या नॉन टेक मान लो, everyone is interested in this n8n, और वो है भी काफी अच्छी चीज. इनफैक्ट डे 2 डे 3 पे हम फुल फ्लेजेड प्रोजेक्ट्स ही करेंगे. we will build a lot of things. Okay, so let me check अगर npm install is done. Yes, npm install is done. Okay, so once you've done it, you just need to say n8n start, and if you click on it, luckily अगर कोई एरर नहीं आता है, you should simply spin off n8n for me. Pharmacologist, cool. Okay, you see it ran successfully. What it's saying is that port is already busy, which means मेरा already n8n locally चल रहा है, डॉकर ने वो port consume कर रखा है. So I'll give it a thumbs up. I'll say मेरा installation हो गया है with the Node.js local setup also. Kudos to all of us people. We were able to understand ये automation क्या होती है, AI automation क्या होती है, what are LLMs, in simple LLM train कैसे होते हैं, बहुत simple में समझाने की कोशिश की थी. What are agents, AI agents, ये LLMs tools और पूरा end to end process use करके एक goal accomplish करते हैं, that's AI agents. n8n क्या है? एक ऐसा you can say framework, library, tool, software जो हमें agentic automations बनाने देगा. n8n को चलाना कैसे है? either go on cloud setup देख लिया, n8n को locally कैसे चलाना है, दोनों तरीके से installation करके देख ली. Okay, and it is not recognized as an external command, throwing error. Something went wrong with the installation in that case. Okay, you'll have to troubleshoot the error. Use Gemini को लाके copy paste करके Gemini को पूछ लो ये एरर आ रहा है, क्या करूं? ओके, यू विल गेट सम सोल्यूशन बिकॉज डीबगिंग दैट विल टेक सम टाइम. ओके, बट चेक, कुछ सिंपल ही इशू होगा क्योंकि इंस्टॉलेशन बहुत सेफ है. इट इज वेरी सिंपल इंस्टॉलेशन. बस एक सिंगल कमांड चलानी है, npm सॉरी ये वाली npm install n8n. इट शुड वर्क. ओके, वो करेक्टली इंस्टॉल नहीं हुआ, इसलिए ये एरर का मतलब है कि वो इंस्टॉल नहीं हुआ है. दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ इट. All right, cool. So now once we have done it, okay, let us try to get familiarized with the workflows. So if you go on n8n, suppose if I sign in over here, मैं एक fresh आपको sign in करके दिखा रहा हूँ. I'll go with it. If you're getting this UI, just click on create workflow. As soon as you click on create workflow, you will land here. Okay, you will land here. Now this is the UI of the n8n. Okay, in the left you will see all your projects. ठीक है, पर्सनल अकाउंट है, वर्कफ्लो का नाम यहाँ पे आएगा. यू कैन नेम इट n8, जो भी नेम देना चाह रहे हो, n8n day 1 tutorial. ठीक है, समथिंग लाइक दैट. यू कैन पुट इट. पर्सनल के अंदर दिस विल बी ओके. द वर्कफ्लो हैज नो ट्रिगर्स और ये सब क्या है. ठीक है, आई विल टॉक अबाउट दिस थिंग्स. So when we say, sir, could you re-explain with Node Package Manager? A little too late. मेरे पास 15 मिनट और है, मुझे ना एक वर्कफ्लो थोड़ा समझा लेने दो. You can just rewind the video in that case. So sorry, brother. ठीक है, so in that case, what we will do is, this is the editor. If you see n8n का UI, you have executions, evaluations, and editors. Okay, so on the editor is where you can create this complete flow. So what is automation? Automation क्या है कि you get an input, you get maybe a trigger कि automate करना क्या है. कि मान लो मुझे अगर किसी XYZ पर्सन से ईमेल आती है, so in that case you do this task and write a follow up email. तो यहाँ पर ट्रिगर पॉइंट एक हो गया ना, that we have to continuously check for incoming emails with a if loop, that if sender equals to xyz at the rate something something, है ना. अगर ये ट्रिगर है तो that's the entry point of any automation. For any automation, for an example, मुझे अगर डेली मॉर्निंग 8 बजे की ईमेल आती है with the agenda, so with that I have to create an Excel sheet. और ये बहुत मंडेन टास्क है, इसमें कोई ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस नहीं लगती, बट गधा मजदूरी है. in a way that I have to sit, waste my eyes copying that email into an Excel sheet and then attaching this email and sending it to my workers on the work floor या job floor पे भेजना है. मान लो कोई मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डिपार्टमेंट है, डेली एक रिपीटेड टास्क करता है. So in that case, the trigger or the entry point is receiving an email with an attachment with this sender and this type of attachment. Okay, that's the trigger point. So similarly, to create any workflow, to create any automation, we need very well defined inputs, very well defined process to automate, and a very well defined output to begin with, right? No ambiguity over there. So are we getting the recording of today's session? Yes. Not only today's, each and every live always is available on LetsUpgrade platform. You can always go back and check through it. Okay. So with that being said, let us try to see if we can try to build some automations. ठीक है, मैं बहुत simple automation बनाऊंगा, बहुत simple. Okay. We'll try to see something. ठीक है. So for that, what we'll be doing is, मैं आपको एक बहुत simple weather app का ऑटोमेशन करके दिखाता हूँ. Let me done with npm. Good. ठीक है. So this is one link I am following people, putting it in the chat. ठीक है, spam कर दे रहा हूँ so that everyone will be able to follow it. Okay, spam कर दिया मैंने maximum जितना हो सकता था. This is one end point जो मुझे weather की डिटेल देगा. Let us see how we can get it done. Okay, so this is very important. This is really important. ये जो प्लस साइन दिख रहा है यहाँ पे, open nodes panel. तो n8n में whenever we create a flow, whenever we create a workflow is like our project का description. Workflow is like our entire algorithm. Algorithm क्या है आपकी, step 1, step 2, and how are they connected? That's your workflow. And in it, each step is called a node. Okay, each step is called as a node. ठीक है. So we'll open the triggers and you realize there are plethora of triggers available. You just need to search for a trigger by the name of HTTP request. Okay, so we will be using this, and this is the magic. This is why n8n is popular. मुझे मान लो if out of 100 possible tasks, अगर मान लो n8n पे कुछ करना है, 90 of them are pre-built. ठीक है, this is the magic. I don't have to write code for it. अगर मुझे एक HTTP रिक्वेस्ट करनी है, which means मुझे एक URL को रिक्वेस्ट भेजनी है और उसका रिस्पॉन्स रिटर्न में लेना है, which is like a API endpoint को हिट करके कुछ रिस्पॉन्स लेना है over an HTTP request. There's a pre-built node by the name of it. And how do you search it? Once again, ये प्लस बटन दिख रहा है, प्लस बटन को नहीं दिख रहा है, टैब दबा लो. कीबोर्ड पे कैप्स लॉक के ऊपर टैब दिख रही है, टैब दबा लो तो भी ये वर्कफ्लो ओपन हो जाएगा. नहीं हो रहा है इसका मतलब एक बार माउस से बीच में कहीं पे क्लिक कर लो, फिर टैब चल जाएगी. एंड देन सर्च फॉर HTTP. वंस यू सर्च HTTP, गो टू इट, ठीक है, आपकी नोड ओपन हो जाएगी. वंस यू ओपन दिस नोड, यू हैव टू सी मेथड क्या है, हमें कुछ गेट करना है. तो हाँ, अब मैं REST API के मेथड्स नहीं समझा रहा, आई एम नॉट एक्सप्लेनिंग यू पोस्ट गेट का क्या फर्क है. गेट का मतलब कुछ लेना, ठीक है. कहां से लेना है? URL इज goweather.app. कौन से लोकेशन का लेना है? यहाँ पे लंदन एक लोकेशन है, आप इसको इंडिया कर लो, कुछ भी कर लो, ये लोकेशन है. ऑथेंटिकेशन लगती है? नहीं, ये वाला एंड पॉइंट, दिस एंड पॉइंट डजंट रिक्वायर्स ऑथेंटिकेशन. एनी अदर पैरामीटर, एनी अदर प्रॉपर्टी डिटेल्स, सब ठीक है. बस यहां पर हम रिस्पॉन्स डिफाइन कर लेते हैं कि हमारा जो रिस्पॉन्स है, मेक श्योर दैट इट इज अ जेसन. ठीक है, वैसे तो बाय डिफॉल्ट ऑटो डिटेक्ट पे है, इट शुड कैप्चर द जेसन, बट आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग यू फर्स्ट नोड. रिमेंबर, हम डे 1 पे हैं एंड वी डोंट हैव टू वरी के मुझे, आई डोंट नो व्हाट HTTP रिक्वेस्ट इज, आई डोंट नो द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ गेट, पोस्ट, व्हाट इज रिस्पॉन्स, नहीं पता. डोंट वरी, सिर्फ understand this concept that in n8n there are different type of nodes available with us which do different tasks. I am just explaining you one node for an example. It is your responsibility to explore n8n and to understand what type of nodes are available. It is your responsibility to go through the n8n documentation and explore different type of nodes available, okay? But we will cover few nodes in day-to-day 3, okay? Some commonly used nodes. HTTP request is one of it. So what this node does, it helps you send a request to a URL and get a response from it. This is the feature, okay, of this node. So I am explaining you how you can put a URL and how in options you can add some extra options. You see, there are so many more details that I don't want for now. Do you want to send headers? Do you want to send some query parameters? Do you want to include response headers from them or status? No, this is simple for me, okay? Now, I can at the same time, when I'm building, I can at the same time test it. एक बार execute step, this red button, if you click it, you will realize a click method trigger बना दिया गया है, okay? And this is the response. Well, London is partly clouded today, and it carries some wind also. Cool. Temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. Fair enough. Okay. This response, I can see it in table, I can see it in JSON, I can see it as a schema also. There's a very minute X button on the right side or back to canvas on the left side. Okay, you can click any of it and this is your workflow. Entry point kya hai? Click. It could have been a trigger also. Triggers kya hai? We will discuss later on. But when click, the entry point start ho jata hai. Now what is next? Okay, now we have to extract a parameter. हम बस simply hello world कर रहे हैं, print करने की try कर रहे हैं. In order to print or set something, we will use the set command. So as soon as we set command, एक और node समझाने जा रहा हूँ. I'm explaining you one more node today, which is the set field. So as soon as we click on set field, what set field does for us is कि from the previous node, if you in fact, like मैं इसको अभी इसको ऐसे ही back to canvas जाता हूँ. If you realize, are you trying to see or visualize how my workflow is working? ये फर्स्ट स्टेप से HTTP रिक्वेस्ट पे ग्रीन एरो लगा हुआ है. फ्रॉम HTTP रिक्वेस्ट मैनुअल फील्ड पे ग्रीन एरो लगा हुआ है. मान लो अगर नहीं लगा होता तो आई कुड हैव सिंपली कनेक्टेड दिस पॉइंट्स, है ना. मान लो यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं लगा होता, आई कुड हैव सिंपली ये प्लस बटन पे क्लिक करता, ड्रैग करता एंड इसको यहाँ पे ज्वाइन कर देता. दिस इज द आइडिया. ओके, नाउ लेट मी ओपन दिस टैब. डबल क्लिक करके भी ओपन हो जाएगी, राइट क्लिक करके एक सेकंड थोड़ा जूम आउट करने दो, राइट क्लिक करके ओपन पे भी हो जाएगी. ओके, क्लिक करके एंटर दबाने पे भी ओपन हो जाएगी. 3 डिफरेंट वेज टू ओपन दी सेटिंग्स. डबल क्लिक, क्लिक एंटर, राइट क्लिक ओपन. ओपन करने के बाद व्हाट फील्ड्स डू आई नीड टू सेट? तो इसको मैं एक बार जेसन में रख के देखूं. सो दीज आर द की वैल्यूज आई एम गेटिंग. ओके, आई कैन एक्सट्रैक्ट दिस की. सो मैं आई से मे बी आई कॉल इट टेम्परेचर. ठीक है, आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सट्रैक्ट इट. और ये क्या है? आई विल ट्राई टू एक्सट्रैक्ट इट एज अ एक्सप्रेशन. What is expression? Expression is in which I'll explain कि JSON में से क्या निकालना है. It will be like the Node.js की expression I'll have to type. Okay. So okay. So I'll type something over here. अच्छा गलती से field बन गया. Value is how we will do it is $JSON, मतलब ये आउटपुट दे देगा JSON का. If you see already मुझे यहाँ पर result दिख रहा है नीचे. But out of this I need only temperature. So I will do colon temperature. Some key value error which I have done. Okay. TEMP spelling mistake कर दी क्या? Yes. But spelling mistake correct करते साथ if you see result is 21 degree Celsius. Fair enough. This is cool. हमें बस यही execute करके देखना था. We are getting the output. If I see it in JSON, fair enough. ठीक है. So if I go back to Canvas, if you realize मैं एक workflow बना रहा हूँ. वैसे let me explain you what I'm doing. I'm trying to create a workflow in which as soon as I get a location detail, हालांकि in this workflow I'm not getting location detail. उसको manually click पे रखा है मैंने. It could have been our trigger. As soon as we get a location name, response में उसका weather भेजना है. Okay. So HTTP request जाएगी. कहाँ जाएगी HTTP request? It will go to this weather.com. ये response आ रहा है. इसमें से हमें थोड़ी cleaning करनी है. तो ये जो field है, let me ये field को सबसे पहले क्या करूँ इस field में से? I just need temperature. तो मैंने यहाँ पर क्या है? मैंने यहाँ पर एक expression लगा दी है that from this JSON only extract temperature. And that is doing that for us. Okay. Now what we'll have to do is let me zoom out a little bit. Finally, we will have to add one more you can say edit field. Okay, एक final message बनाने के लिए. So let me go for another edit field या set field node. ठीक है. And यहाँ पर what I'll have to do is यहाँ पर मुझे वापस एक name देना पड़ेगा. Name of the key could be the weather message. ऐसे लिख लेते हैं weather message. And the value could be simply current weather is है ना, current weather something like that we can show. So remember हमारे previous node में से and on the left if you see ये input कहाँ से आता है, input comes because arrow joint है. ठीक है. let me disconnect this arrow once. ये arrow को मैं यहाँ से delete कर देता हूँ. मैं इसमें double click करता हूँ. Do you see left में inputs गायब हो गए हैं? Why are the inputs no more available? Because there is nothing connected to it. As soon as I joint it, अब डबल क्लिक करता हूं तो लेफ्ट में मेरे पास इनपुट आ रहे हैं which are available from the previous node. क्योंकि कनेक्शन हो गया है, ये वर्कफ्लो कनेक्ट हो गया है. Now from here I need to extract JSON temperature. ये मैंने एक्सट्रैक्ट कर लिया. I simply need to write the current temperature is equal to string बना रहा हूं ना, मैं string बना रहा हूं. Okay, and as soon as I execute it, I'm getting weather messages. The current temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. Now, this is the complete flow as a dummy example. एक warm up करने के लिए, just to give you some cool example. हमने कोई API की यूज नहीं की, हमने कोई LLM यूज नहीं की, हमने कुछ भी पेड सर्विसेज यूज करने ट्राई नहीं की. हमने बहुत सिंपली एक वर्कफ्लो ऑटोमेशन देख ली कैसे होती है. Now, one thought here is maybe we can remove this and put a trigger. ट्रिगर कहाँ से आएगा? ट्रिगर कोई रियल वर्ल्ड एंटिटी से आएगा. could come from email, could come from a chat, could come from some another API endpoint, could come from any possible place जहाँ से इनपुट आ सकता है ना, इंटरनेट से कहीं से भी आ सकता है. as soon as लोकेशन आती है, ये हमारा वर्कफ्लो बन गया है जो कि उस लोकेशन का डिटेल्स निकालता है, टेम्परेचर ढूंढता है एंड आउटपुट में रिस्पॉन्स में द करंट टेम्परेचर इन योर सिटीज वैल्यू रिटर्न कर देता है. So I hope this was interesting and exciting. People who might have left with installation troubleshoots, go back to our tutorial. ठीक है. Maybe around 9:30 एक बार चेक कर लेना. All in one documents के अंदर you will be able to find this link. Okay, let me check. All right, cool. So that's it. I think we are done. Everything is fine. Any doubts before we close? ठीक है. I'll see to it, Pawan. I'll see if I can take up your request for tomorrow. Okay, cool. That's really nice, Vikas Kumar. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. Giving back the control to the administrator. Thank you so much for joining in. See you all tomorrow.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gaurav sir. I hope the students have enjoyed today's session. All right. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. A very good evening. This is Nidhi. I work at LetsUpgrade as head of operations. And today I'm actually here to get your feedback, right? So we generally take feedbacks, which you fill the form and all everything. But today I'm here to take one-on-one feedback, right? So I can see very less interaction in the chat. So everyone who can see me, you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up that okay, I am audible to all of you, right? Everyone can see me, right? Can I get a yes, or something, uh, uh, which can make me understand that I am audible to all of you? I have a announcement to make, and apart from that, I am also here today to get your feedbacks, like how was today's session, guys? Ma'am, can you able to share sir LinkedIn profile? Will certificate will be given? Yes, observe, certificate will be given. It's just that there is a eligibility criteria, which has been explained at the start of the session. If you'll pass the eligibility criteria, you will be getting this certificate. Pawan, if you'll go through the starting of the lecture, the mod has already explained you how you will be able to get the certificate. So just pass the criteria and you will be get the certificate. Okay. So I have 3-4 questions for you. How was today's session? Uh, what new you have learned in today's session? Tell me that. Have you understood what actually AI is? Uh, what is AI, guys? What is AI? Raja, recording will be available to you in your Let's Upgrade profile on our website, right? So you have to go to our LMS and see the recordings over there. Okay, it was good. It was good. What new you have learned today in today's session? So that's my first question for you all. Got to know about n8n. Very trending thing, right? To learn about. All right. Second would be, were you making the project was sir was taughting along with sir? So were you coding it along with him, or you are just watching in your mobile screen? Because I'll for sure suggest you have to open your laptop and you do it along with sir. Okay, the session is good and learned about set node and Docker installation. Great. I hope someone has learned something new. Everyone have understood the basics, at least who are the beginners. Yeah. All right. That's great to see you all, interacting in the chat. I hope you this interaction also, you do this interaction while the trainer is teaching us, as because from past 10 minutes I was seeing and the chat was paused. Were you understanding everything? You didn't had any doubts? Because I didn't saw any interaction in the chat. So if you're understanding anything, also put it in the chat. Understood, sir. Okay. So that's one request I have from my side to all you girls. From tomorrow we will all right. Raja saying from tomorrow we'll start. Make sure you are when you are coming or you are joining to attend the session, make sure you are having your laptops with you and start coding along with the trainer. Okay. So that will be more like you're getting a hands-on experience. I was watching to understand. It's better, or it's always better to code along with the trainer, so you will be having a better understanding of everything. All right, guys, so this is done, right? So you did like the session, you did understood something, or you did learn something new today. Apart from that, I hope everyone will be having some basic achievement target, right? Everyone will be having some target, okay? Because this is a 3-day boot camp, and I want to learn something, or I want to make some project at the end of the boot camp, right? You should be uh, eligible, or you should be able to build something at the end of the 3 days session, right? So that's the basic agenda what you have, and that's the basic agenda of what we also have. Like, we want to train you in such a way that at the end of the third day you should be able to build something by your own, right? So here comes the thing. why I'm here today for right. So that feedback wala thing already I have taken, understood. You have got everything covered. You have understood everything. Now what you have to do. So sir was making a project along with teaching you, right? I hope most of you were making it along with sir. If not, start doing it from tomorrow. If you're making it along with sir, make sure you take a screenshot of your project, post it on LinkedIn, along with writing a short summary what you have learned today, and or what sir have taught you today, and what is your understanding from that. Okay, so that's this one thing you have, everyone has to do, guys. In all these 3 days, make sure you are taking the screenshot of this session. If you are not, make build the project along with sir, or take the screenshot of the project, post it on a, go to your LinkedIn, and I hope everyone does have a LinkedIn account. If not, make it today. Take a, post it on your LinkedIn, tag Let's Upgrade, and write a small summary what you have learned. All right. Okay, can we do this activity? And it's not like that you will be doing it for free, so I have a reward for you, right? So we will be doing this activity for a week. So in a week, whatever essentials we are or whatever bootcamp sessions we are doing, so everyone who ever posted about that, about your project or about your session on LinkedIn, will be eligible to get the will be available to get the reward. Okay. And now if you will ask me, ma'am, how are you going to choose the winner of the reward? So winner will be chosen randomly. So everyone who ever post is now eligible to get the reward. So and the winner will be chosen randomly. It's not going to on the basic how many likes you have got, how many comments you have got, or how many reached you have got, right? So all those three are not the criteria. We will be choosing the winner randomly next Monday. So for this week, we will be choosing the winner on Monday. Okay, I hope I am clear. Any doubt, anything, guys? Ma'am, will the session cover some advanced workflow to solve the high level real world scenario? I don't think we will be going to that much advanced, but yes, Pavan, if you have any doubts or something, you can put it in the chat, and this your trainer will be, solving that for you. All right, so I hope I have cleared you that what your assignment. So whatever the trainer is doing, that you have to do that assignment as well, and this is the assignment for you from my side. I want everyone, each one of you, to post it on your LinkedIn. Okay, post about today's session, what you have learned. Take a screenshot, post it on LinkedIn, tag Let's Upgrade. Okay. All right. So what's the reward? Vrishang's reward will be disclosed on Monday, and trust me, it's not something that okay you can just uh, leave it like that. So make sure that you're actually participating. Post, do the assignment, and then I will announce the reward on Monday. So it's a surprise. Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow as well. We are going to continue with taking these feedback sessions and all during the live. So every day maybe I'll taking your 2-3 minutes, which you will be not your teaching wala time. All right, so thank you so much for joining in for today's session. Bye bye, take care, and I hope everyone join in tomorrow as well. Okay, so everyone have learned something new, and please join back tomorrow as well for the live session. Thank you so much. Bye bye, guys. Take care. Good night.
AI isn't coming. It's here. And if you're not building with it, you're already behind. Whether you're just starting out or job hunting, the reality is clear. Companies are hiring Gen AI engineers right now, and they're paying 20 to 30% more. Gen AI is booming from $44 billion in 2023 to a projected $667 billion by 2030. Job listings asking for Gen AI skills tripled in the past year alone. This isn't just a trend, it's a transformation. That's where the applied Applied AI Engineering program by ITM Skills University and LetsUpgrade comes in. You get a guaranteed 6-month paid internship with a minimum stipend of 10,000 rupees per month. With our partnership with over 700 top companies, access to 200 plus premium AI models worth $300 across text, image, speech, video, and more. You'll build a job-ready Gen AI portfolio with 5 real-world projects. Train hands-on with the tools used at OpenAI, Meta, and Google. In just months, you go from learner to Gen AI engineer. Not just earning, but leading. AI is transforming every industry. Don't just watch it happen. Be the part of it. Apply now